America's rapid westward expansion posed problems too great for its universities to solve alone. The country called out for more food than it could grow, more rails than it could forge, more doctors than it could train, more leaders than it could find. This is the story of a revolutionary idea for a new kind of college, to open higher education for people across the country. Not just to teach, but to teach how to serve, in order to create more than just knowledge, but leaders who know how to use it.
And that ideal is just as important today as it was back in 1862.
So OSU began as a land-grant university, and of course we've been involved in agricultural research from the very beginning.
Our job as a land-grant institution is to take the research that we do here on campus and then make that applicable to the real world.
Taking that technology and knowledge to the people who need to implement it, who need to use it.
Service to the community that has provided land and the resources for your university to exist.
And later, providing critical food and clothing to war-torn Europe, as well as military innovations and manpower. That's when the land-grant mission really extended into the world.
Oklahoma State University was one of the first to become involved in an overseas educational program.
We must embark on a bold new program for making the benefits of our scientific advances and industrial progress available for the improvement and growth of underdeveloped areas.
We built colleges and schools in Ethiopia that have produced world-renowned scientists today.
Faculty and staff who had really made a difference. They had changed the face of education in Ethiopia.
OSU's outreach efforts eventually spanned the globe.
To thousands of students in remote towns and villages all over the world, Oklahoma State University must surely seem to be the source from which the fountain of knowledge emanates.
This is a place to make a difference, and this is a place that needs an Oklahoma State.
So everywhere you look, OSU as a land-grant university is impacting our society in a very practical and useful way.
And that's part of what I think distinguishes a land-grant institution from one where you just come to a course, memorize the lectures, memorize the book, and take a test. And many of the scandals we've had in our society are from people who missed in the course of the college education a sense of how you can use your learning to serve the world, and too many of them were using their learning to serve themselves. And if you ask what this country needs, I think we really need people who are creative, wise, and ethical.
The major questions that are affecting society right now, things like energy, agriculture, water delivery, food security, defense.
If we don't take these kinds of issues on, there will be no solution for them.
To add value to society is a primary mission element. It's not negotiable.
I mean, that's why we're here. That's why all of us do what we do.
It's not about just educating great people, but it's empowering people to do great things.
You'll find yourself working harder than you've ever worked, and it doesn't feel like work anymore.
And making the very best of the talent that we have in this country.
We have a huge responsibility to the economy of the state.
At the end of the day, it has to lead to something beneficial to the common man on the street.
They are inherently ethical. They are responsible. They are accountable.
Somebody who is not just focused on themselves.
They're selfless. I mean, they care about the people.
To be good and to propagate good. That's what we're looking for.
If you don't do those things, really, what good is your research?
Any day that I go that I don't make a difference in some way is a day I've wasted.
And that's something, once ignited, that fire will never go out.